Have you ever felt very low and very, kind of emotionally drained at a time that you would waste the whole day? It is very common to happen. For example, you have not scored very good at a particular exam, and your mother also scolded you for that matter. You would be a bit, demotivated, or you will not feel that good. And maybe some other factors that could influence your mind to be a bit demotivated or disappointed. In whole, you are not going emotionally in a very positive state. Just like that, here in this poem, the poet is kind of disappointed or unhappy with certain things. But how from the very random things, and in literature, because it is a major poem, so a part of philosophy in literature attached to it states that the tree here used as a hemlock tree or stated as so is a kind of negatively association in literature, and also a crow, which is again a negative association in literature. Both of them from a very negative aspect, how just with a touch of nature the poet felt that positivity, or his point of view changed, his mood got uplifted. We will just explore that in this poem. That if a crow sitting on that hemlock tree, okay, basically a crow is symbolized as something negative, and a hemlock tree is often associated with death or something poisonous in literature. So from these negatives in the philosophy, how nature has created the mood upliftment of the poet, the moral that a person can find positives even out from the negative. This is the very motto of this poem. So let us start the topic. My name is Janhavi. Welcome to Minshe Academy. I am your English teacher. Let us dive into the philosophy of the poem Dust of Snow from your textbook in English, NCERT. So Dust of Snow, this poem has been written by Robert Frost. Most of the poems in NCERT book mentioned have been written by either Ruskin Bond or Robert Frost. Many a times we have seen so. So let us understand the poem with 4 lines each. Okay. So here the poem begins with the line, "The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree." That the way the crow shook down means how the crow actually shook. Either its feathers, it's flattered its wings, anything. Okay, and dislodged the place. It was like some movement going on, and then the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree, the dust of snow, like dust means the snow was in the form of kind of dusty in the countries where snowfall is very common. So it is kind of a powder texture, like a dust, like how sand it is, just the very, that watery texture is there in that. Just like if sand is wet near any sea beach and you make castles, just like that you can make snowman with that dust of snow and all. You have seen snowman from your childhood, you know about that very well. So just like that, the dust of snow, the frost, okay, it fell upon the poet's face basically. Okay, so snow means frost, and hemlock tree basically conifer. You all know what is the conifer. Okay, so it is that tree, and the snow fell from there. Then next 4 lines are, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Okay, so basically that very random act, okay, that was something that has given the poet's heart, means the spirit, okay, a change, a bit of mood upliftment, because he was feeling emotionally in a turmoil or vulnerable. He was feeling that vulnerability emotionally. So that is why when the very event, very action happened, so he felt that kind of shift in his mood. He took that moment as a cherishable one, not being disgusted. Suppose if the vision of the poet would have been different, that he was already in a bad mood, or he was glum, and something fall on his face like snow due to a crow again, and he would feel disgusted. But instead of that, he felt the touch of the snow, and that also from the hemlock tree, and through the flutter of the wings of a crow, he got touched to the nature, and he had seen this in a very motivational, or you can say a mood upliftment way, that his mood got uplifted, and instead of wasting the other part or other half of the day by that glum mood, he felt connected to the nature and cherished the whole day, all the moments, and also got that understanding to be contented with the present. That is why the poet says that it has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of the day I had rued. Rued means wasted. So by this simple small act, he just saved himself from wasting that day's energy into something like overthinking or being glum, and waste it upon that sort of negatives. So here is the moral, that from the very negatives also you can get that positive vibe if you have that visionary to look upon the things good in a positive way. This is the very thought or very philosophy of the poem. Okay. Now in the word meaning, what we have seen, that has given my heart means it bestowed the spirit, and saved means rescued the day of the poet, the half of the day of the poet, from getting rude or wasted by overthinking in negative sort of thoughts. So he found enjoyment or contentment, especially in that small random act of nature, which is often associated with something negative in aspect of philosophy, but that also motivated him in aspects of being mentally peaceful. Hope you have liked that ideology of this poem that is in your syllabus, in your book. And if you have found the video interesting, stay connected with Mincha Academy. Have a very nice day. Meet you on a next video. Until then, bye.